fun. So pardon the hair, no makeup, and being bundled in the Afghan of warm comfortableness, and the fact that I'm still in my pajamas here. I've been a bit under the weather, but I still wanted to put up the vlog. So I figured this would be a good time to just kind of catch up on a few things we've got coming up. So the next Technicolor Cinema Club is going to be taking place on Sunday, April 7th at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time and 6 p.m. London time. So an hour later than the last one that we had, so I'm just trying to tweak it to figure out the best day and time. And I am really excited to announce the next movie we're going to be watching. It is a classic, and I wanted to go more of the film noir route with this one. I know after our last cinema club we were kind of talking about a little film noir there, so I decided that we were going to go with a Bogey and Bacall. Yeah, I know, how fun, right? So we are going to be watching The Big Sleep. It's typically one of those, you know, the minute she walked into his office, she knew she was trouble. I actually don't think I've ever seen this one, so I'm really excited to give it a watch. I love the dynamic of those two together, so I hope you guys are really excited about that. And again, if you can't make it to the day and time of the cinema club when we talk live and do the live stream event, the event posts afterwards, so feel free to go in there and type comments about your thoughts on the movie, because we're in there all the time commenting back and forth, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. Even if this day and time doesn't work for you, please still watch the movie and let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear from you. So I'm really excited about that. It appears that streaming wise it is available for rent on Amazon.com, and I'll place a link in the description to that, and it is available as a DVD through Netflix, so check your local library as well. And if you guys notice any other spots it's available, let me know and I'll add it to the description as well. So there we go, that's our Technicolor Cinema Club. Really excited about that. Oh, and the other thing, the reason why I'm pushing the cinema club back a little bit, because it's a little bit more than a month from the last one, is because we have our Waverly Hills Sanatorium investigation coming up. That is the weekend of the 30th. So the 30th and 31st. So I'll be vlogging all of that, and I'm sure I'm going to have tons of footage for you guys. So that's coming up, so I hope you guys are excited for the vlog for that to be coming up. But that's why the cinema club is pushed back a little bit, because I will be preparing to investigate one of the most haunted places in the United States the weekend before. So excited. Alright, so that's it for the housekeeping, but there's one other thing I kind of been wanting to talk about on the channel. I just didn't know where to fit it in, and I struggle with the fact that I don't want it to sound like I'm pushing a product or anything like that. It was just, I struggled with extreme fatigue for about 2 years, like to the point where I could not get up off the couch. And it was such a limiter on my life that, because I've kind of figured out how to combat that, I want to share it. Not because I think it was the specific product, I think I found what works for me, but rather that I want people to know that if you know of somebody that has a problem like this, or you yourself, share this with them. Because I didn't know that there were others out there that were having the same issues, and now I know that I wasn't alone. And the fact that I knew I wasn't alone, and that people had had this problem before and were successful at combating it, gave me the literally the energy to get off the couch and start seeking answers. And it probably took me 9 months to figure out what really worked for me. And just to give you guys an idea how, I mean, when I say extreme fatigue, I mean extreme fatigue. I would come home from work and I would put on my pajamas, which I still love to do, but I would get on the couch and I would not move. Like the fact like making dinner was a trial. It took a ton of energy to get myself off the couch, to feed myself, to shower. It was another thing that was extremely tiresome even thinking about it. And the problem is I lost friends during this time. I mean, good, nice acquaintances that, probably would have blossomed into friendships if I hadn't been so tired that I couldn't get off the couch to actually, meet them out for social functions. It wasn't like I was a shut-in, but to be able to even do the things that I loved to do, that I was passionate about, it was a struggle. And, I had a lot of friends that really stuck by me and understood, and I know it was hard for them too. They, we would butt heads on occasion, like, why are you breaking plans? Why, and I would be honest with them, like, I'm just so tired. And it was hard for people to wrap their head around the fact that I literally was having a hard time getting up off the couch. And I was having other issues as well. I was having digestive issues. My stomach was like really bloated, and I was having extreme migraines. I still get migraines to this day, probably like a couple times a month, but I was getting them on a weekly basis. I was also to the point where my bones felt so fragile, like they were just gonna snap with the slightest amount of pressure. Just very, very brittle. I felt like my bones were hollow, if that makes sense. So just a lot going on. And finally, it actually was a friend of mine had said, yeah, I know somebody else that has that feels that way. And, and I was like, wow. Okay, so it's not just me. Because the thing is, it came on so gradual that you just start to think, well, I'm just losing a bit of steam, I'm just lazy, that kind of thing. It didn't really click with me that it was something that was fixable, that was solvable. And it really was a bunch of little things just kind of stacking up on each other. And I went to my general practitioner, and we went through test after test, and they did figure out what was going on with my stomach. But as far as the fatigue and the feeling of brittleness, she really couldn't figure out a reason why that was happening. And I started to look towards more holistic approaches to it, because my sister started mentioning to me that she had started using this vitamin called Shaklee, and she was having great success with it. I just kind of brushed it off at first because I'm like, I've tried vitamins. I'm a vegetarian. I've tried vitamins, to supplement. It's not really doing anything for me. But my sister really gave it one last push, and because she told me about this girl that she had worked with, because you have a consultant with Shaklee, and you call her and you sit down and you talk to her about like all the issues you're having. And she said, before you go spending all that money to visit like a holistic doctor and go through all those kind of tests, meet with this girl, talk to her, give it a shot, do it for me. And I'm like, alright, I'll give it a try. At this point I was like, you know what, I know now that there is something wrong. Something that I can fix is wrong, so why not exhaust every avenue? So I went and I had this conversation with her, and we went through the list of things, and she's like, okay, yeah, I've had people that have had this before, and she started to talk to me about individual situations where people have tried certain things and it made a difference in their life. So I just started taking their multivitamin, which it is pricey. I will tell you that. I literally have to say that this is a priority in my life, because I have had that time where, oh, I need to save some money, and I've gone off of it and my levels have just like steadily declined again. But I was on it less than a month before I started to see changes. And I'm not saying, hey, I'm pushing this Shaklee product, run out and get it. What I'm saying is, try something, try different vitamins, try, going in a holistic approach. Always, start with your general practitioner, make sure that there's no other underlying issues, but if there's no solutions found there, look look at the vitamins, because your body is such a delicate ecosystem that, you know, especially with our culture of fast foods and products loaded with with things we can't pronounce. And even if you are, you know, eating organic, maybe you're not getting that proper balance of foods, that our eco balance can quickly go out of whack. And I tell you now, seriously guys, I'm probably gonna tear up on this. I mean, a couple years ago, doing what I do with YouTube would have been something I dreamed about, but would have never been able to do, because I literally work a 9-to-5 job. So I'm working 5 days a week at that. I have the tour company, which when the high season kicks off, I'm working 1 to 2 days out of that. So I'm literally working 7 days a week. Add to that, I go out with my friends, I game a couple times a week. You know, I come home, I create YouTube videos, I don't sit down, and that would have been, years ago, unthinkable. I would have just been on the couch dreaming of everything I wanted to do without the ability to do that. So that's why I'm telling the story, is not to be like, oh, this product's so great and you guys should do this, but to put it out there. And I know it's really random to attach it to the vlog, but if there is one person out there that sees this and is like, I have that problem too, and starts to go down those avenue and finds those things that peels them off the couch and gives them their life back, that's amazing. Because the best thing that came out of this whole experience is, when my energy started to come back, the first thing I went back to is my love of everything vintage. Literally. I think the first thing I did was Veronica Lake's Peekaboo look, and from there my life just changed. Everything took off from there. And oh my god, I'm such a sobby Sally. But it really, it has been life-changing, and the things that I am planning for the next year or so of my life wouldn't have been an option a couple of years back. And you know, so I just wanted to share that. I hope you guys forgive that this is not a traditional vlog. I don't know, I just randomly thought this might be a good place for it, and I wanted to stick it here. And I know it was kind of all over the place, but like I said, one person, just one, then this video would have been worth it. So I hope you guys don't mind kind of allowing me the soapbox in which to speak from. So I will see you on Thursday for the new hair tutorial, which I'm really excited about, because I get to show you my new, one of my, not new vintage hats, but one that I haven't shown in one of the videos before. So I hope you guys are having a great day, and as always, show support. Click that like, thumbs up button. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and click the subscribe button right there. Tuesdays are vlogs, Thursdays are hair tutorials, and Sundays right now are sewing. And once a month we meet for the Technicolor Cinema Club, and I'm happy you stopped by. And as always, in the comment section below, whatever you want to say. Whatever you want to say. I'd love to hear from you. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you soon.